Hey guys, this is Kuldeep here from Gestisoft, and today we're going to look at accounts receivable processing in Dynamics Business Central. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to mention that I did two videos before on accounts payable, so all the payments that you need to send to your vendors. The link will be in the description below, so don't hesitate to go and watch those videos. Okay, so today we're going to look at three ways that we are going to process the accounts that we are receiving from our customers. So first, let's say you've received checks from a lot of your customers or one customer in particular. So the way that you're going to come here to input it in Business Central, you're going to search for bank deposit. Click on New up here and you're going to put in the number here. So you can go ahead and choose any number that you want, or if you want to create a new one, go ahead. Then the bank account number is the bank where you will actually be depositing the money. So let's say for this one, it will be savings. You can leave the total deposit amount blank for now. And you can also see we have the document date here and the posting date. So this is a date that the money will actually be input into your account. And we can also see that Business Central has created a posting description automatically for that. Now, when we scroll down, this is the line. So this is where we are going to come and add the checks and the amounts and all the details that we receive from our customers. So in the account type, we're going to select customer, and then the account number is the customer who has actually sent you the check. So let's just say for this one, we're going to do this customer. Then we have the document date, which is the date of the customer check. Then we've also got the document number. The document number is the customer check number. And then we have the external document number. Usually this will be the same as the document number, so you can go ahead and write it as the same. And then you will see we've got the debit and the credit that we are going to leave blank for now. So now that you've fill in those information, you can go ahead, click on functions and click on apply entries. And this will give you a list of the invoices for that customer that is currently open. So then now you can come here and select which of these invoices that the customer has sent you a check for. So for instance, we can say this is this one. So you can go ahead and make sure that your arrow is correctly on the line of the specific invoice. So once you've selected the specific invoice, you can click Set Applies to ID, and you will see it will apply the document number here. Now let's say also your customer has also paid for this one, so you can come here again, click Set Applies to ID, and you will see it has added the document number. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and click OK, and you will see now in the credit amount, it has created the sum of the check based on the open invoice that you've selected in the previous step. And now let's say we are going to add another customer. So you're going to do the same process. You're going to come here, click on customer. This one, let's say we are going to add this customer, and the document number, again, we're going to keep it the same as a external document number. So once we've done that, we again click on the apply entries, and this will now give you the open invoices for that other customer. And you're going to come here and do the same. So you're going to select which of these invoices the customer has sent you a check for, and then click on set applies to ID. Let's say this and this. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and click on OK, and you will see here it will have the sum that has already been written. And at the bottom, as you can see, we have the total deposit for the check. So this is the total amount that the check that you're going to deposit. And if you scroll up, you're going to now have the total deposit amount, which now you can write it here, which is the total deposit, which is the same as the difference here. Here we go. And yes, always make sure that now your difference is zero. And now let's say you've got another type of money that you need to add. Let's say you've received an interest from the bank, for instance, and you need to add that into the account. So the way you're going to do it is here, you're going to select a GL account. Then the account number, you can go ahead and choose any one that you want. Let's say it is cash, and you will write interest here to make sure that you can identify it later. The external, as always, we're going to keep it the same as the document number, and you're going to write the credit amount here itself. So let's say it's $25. So you can see it has adjusted the total deposit lines to include the interest that we've received from the bank. And you're going to add the total deposit amount here. You're going to adjust it the same as it was. So here we go. So now you can see we've already added all of the different checks and all of the different money that we're going to receive from our customers or from the interest from the bank. And now the next step will be to enable the post as a lump sum. Now, why are we going to enable that? It is because it's going to create one singular bank ledger for easy bank reconciliation in the future. Now, when it comes to bank reconciliation, we do have another video that we did on that. The link will be in the description as always. So I do recommend you to go and watch it to understand more about that. But just know that it's just going to simplify your bank reconciliation because it's going to give you one invoice for all of the different transactions that we are going to do today. So once you've already completed that, you can go ahead and click on posting, then click on post, and there you have it. Your checks have already been added into Business Central. Now, this was the first thing that I wanted to show you when it comes to checks that you receive from your customer. The second type of payment that you can receive from your customer are wire or electronic payments. So let's say you receive a wire transfer or an electronic payment. You can always do it the same way that we just did. So you can go into the bank deposit and do it the same process. Or if you want a more quicker way to enter the wire transfer, what you can do is you can come up here and search for the cash receipt journal. So in the cash receipt journal, what we're going to do now is, as you can see, it's very straightforward. You're going to have your posting date. So this is a date that you are going to receive the cash in your bank account. So you can go ahead and select the date here. And then we can go ahead and choose the account number. You will see that the document number has already been written by Business Central automatically here. And then we have going to choose customer because this is a customer that has sent you the money. So we are going to select customer here. And then the account number, let's say now we're going to select which of the customer has sent you the wire transfer. So let's say it's this one. And once you've done that, you're going to click on Apply Entries here. And this is again going to show you the list of invoices based on that specific customer. So you're going to do the same process that we did before. You're going to select which of the invoice that the customer has sent you a wire transfer or an electronic payment for, going to select it and then click on the Set Applies to ID to select it, and then click on OK, and you will see that it's going to add the total here in the amount. The amount is going to be in negative because we are currently crediting AR and debiting cash. So that is normal. You don't need to worry about that. So Once you've done that, you can go ahead and add another line for another customer if you've received another wire transfer or electronic payment. And once you've already done all of that, you can just go ahead and click on post and it's going to post for you. Here we go. So this is how you're going to add your wire transfer or any other electronic payments that you've received from your customer. Now, the third and final thing that I wanted to show you when it comes to accounts receivable processing in Business Central is about credit memos. Now, when I talk about the vendor payment in my other video, I did talk about credit memos as well. This is going to be a bit similar, but now we are going to do a credit memo for our customers. So if you got to give credit to a specific customer. So what you're going to do is going to search sales credit memo, and you're going to click new up here. And then in the customer number, so this is you are going to select which of the customer that you are going to give the credit to. So once you've selected that, you will see that Business Central has already filled in all of the other details about the customer, such as the address, the contact number, the phone number, email, and so on. And you will see that we have the posting date here and the document date and so on. Now, when we come down here into the line, so this is where we're going to add the details about the credit that we are going to give to that specific customer. So let's say we're just going to do like a cash credit that we are going to give. So we're going to select the GL account. You can see we have other options here based on the type of credit that we are going to give the customer. Then the number is, so we're going to choose the cash here. Then the quantity, let's say it is one, and then you're going to include the unique price. So let's say it's 25, and you will see it has now added the credit memo here. And so once you've done that, you can go up here. So you will see we also have other options here like applies to document number. So if you click on the three dots here, what this will do is this will open all of the invoices for that specific customer so that you can apply that credit memo to a specific invoice if you want to. So this really simplifies everything and put everything in order. For this example, I'm not going to do that, but just know that you can do it. And so once you've already added all of the details, you can go ahead and click on post. And there you have it. It will already open the credit memo for you. Now, another way that you can add the credit memo, let's say you've already done an invoice for a customer, but you've made a mistake and you've forgotten about the credit memo that needed to be added. You can come on sales and click on posted sales invoices. And this will give you a list of all of the invoices that you've done for your customers. So let's say we're going to select a customer here. Okay, so let's say this one. And so this is an invoice, and let's say you've made a mistake and you've forgotten to add a credit memo to that invoice. So what we're going to do is on the home here, you can see we have the correct option. You're going to click on correct and click on create corrective credit memo. Now what this is going to do then, this is going to now open the credit memo interface that we had earlier. So here, as you can see, it has already applied it to that specific invoice that we were looking at. So then you will come into the lines here, add your credit memo, and it will just rectify the credit memo and the posted invoice with the credit memo with all of the information and make sure that you have the correct invoice that have been posted. And there you have it, guys. This was a very thorough video about how we can process our accounts receivable in Business Central. We've covered three different ways. So first was the checks, then we've looked at how we can add the wire transfer and electronic payments, and we've also looked at the credit memos for customers. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.